So you've gotten admission to a Canadian university. Woohoo! Joe 2. You've applied for your visa. You've gotten a visa and you're making preparations to move to Canada. And you're wondering what are some of the things you should do once you arrive. Then this video is for you. If you know friends who are in the same boat, do share this video to them. And before you continue, kindly like this video. It will help my channel grow and reach a broad range of people who might need this help. So without wasting much time, let's talk about it. The first thing you do when you actually touch the soils of Canada is to get your study permit. So before you leave your country, you are given a visa. And this is actually different from your study permit. The visa allows you to travel to Canada. The study permit allows you to study in Canada. So that's actually the first thing you do. And you normally get this at the border. They require most of the documents you traveled with. So ensure the documents you use to apply for the school and you use to apply for the visa are close to you, because these are some of the things you are going to ask you. So be prepared. And sometimes if they are not pleased with your answers, they can't send you back to your country. So ensure that all your documents are legit. Ensure that all your documents are legit. So you get your study permit, you get a place to stay, you're finally in Canada. What do? So one of the things you should do is to get not necessarily the second thing. So what I'm going to share is in no particular order, but these are some of the things you should do. So you look at them and see which one you want to do first, second, third. But the first thing is your study permit. The second thing is to get your SIN. This is like your unique identification that allows the Canadian government and services relate with you. Without this SIN number, you actually can't work in Canada, because like when you apply for a job, they will ask for your SIN number. Your bank will ask for this information too. So try as much as possible to get it as early as possible. The third thing is to get a network provider to be able to call people to communicate. So there are so many network services. Roger, Bell, Fizz. I use Fizz. So I'm gonna leave my code. Once you use that code, you get some cash. I also get some cash. So if Fizz works in your area, you'll be try it out. The third, or one thing you could also do, the other thing you should do is to get a bank. There are several banks, so look at what works for you. But one thing I would advise is you should ask for the account you open, ensure that you get a credit card, as well as you don't pay charges, because you're a student, you're not really making that much cash, so you can't use all your cash to be paying for the bank charges. It's not the best bank. One thing, not the best, but an appropriate bank is you could look at the banks on your school campus, because if the bank is also close to you, should in case you need any problem, you can directly walk so close to your campus or your home. You hardly go to the bank, but if you need to go, it's nice to know that they are close by. So some banks there's Desjardins, there's CIBC, there's RBC. So look around, ask your colleagues what they are using. Ask the International Students Association what is best, and from there you can decide. Another thing you need is, like, I'm going to assume you don't have a place to stay yet. Maybe you haven't yet booked accommodation. You arrived and you stayed with somebody, or even in a hotel. So you find a place to stay. Ensure where you are staying is close to a bus stop, because you are new and movement will be a bit difficult. Personally, I advise new people to stay on their university campus if that is possible. But I understand sometimes it's not possible because of the cost. So find a place to stay. In Canada, you could get like from Kijiji, Facebook Marketplace. So these are places you could start searching for accommodation. Another thing is you need to get your bus pass, your transit pass to allow you to move around. For some universities, their bus pass is included in their fee, so they get the bus pass from their university. So find out. If that's not the case for you, go get the bus pass, which will allow you to move quite easily. So you have right now, you have your study permit, you have your phone number, you have your bank, you have a place to stay, you have a bus pass, and you also need health insurance. Most universities in Canada, you pay your health insurance as part of your fees. So you can send an email to the international students if it's part and ask them, what do you do to activate your health insurance? And you do that. And this is the next thing, is one of the most important thing you need to do, but most people don't do. And that is, it's time to mingle and make friends. Studying abroad becomes quite lonely because you move to a new place, you need to settle in, and one of the things that makes it quite easier is to have friends. And ways in which you could make friends is to attend events organized by your university. Most of the time when school reopens, they do organize events for international students. Please try and attend these events, because that's the avenue where you meet people. If you stay on campus too, you get to meet new people. You should also check Facebook events, look at events that are happening around you and try to go, and also use dating apps. Yeah, you get to meet people on there too. Just make it clear that you're just looking for friends and not romance. And the last thing I would advise you to do is, if you're looking for a part-time job, this could also be the time for you to start looking. You could look at Indeed, you could look through Facebook, you can talk to people. So if this video was helpful, let me know. And if you're already in Canada, what were some of the things you did during your first week? And until you hear from me again,